Courtney here. Wanted to send you a quick video on what we are doing right now with the website. Usually we seem to think that the videos work out best for clients because who wants to read a huge long email and who wants to write a long email? So we've got this video for you. First, what I want to do is go over the goals of the website. From some of the previous conversations, we really wanted to get, an image of professionalism. The site should establish trust and credibility. It inspires passion in the community for the arts. So, that's quite a departure from where we were before, where there's a lot of focus on B, and now it's more towards, what the mission is, what the goals are, not necessarily a biography. So, the overall personality would be competent, forward-thinking, creative, really establish you guys as the leaders in your industry. So here we have our temporary site that's up. Just want to give you a good starting point, and then we're going to jump right in to what we're working on right now. So first off, I want to start talking about brand and where we're moving with this. We really loved the kind of blue and yellow that you said were the main colors. We wanted to move towards a little more kind of fresh color palette, so still using that blue and yellow, but how can we reuse it in a very kind of new way, good perspective, and goes along with this, new thinking that you guys have. So first off, we're taking one of the photos that you sent, something that really encompasses, passion and arts, and we have this text over the top of it, which is taken from the old material, but we're kind of freshening it up, not just saying something very static, the arts are the soul of a thriving community. We're having some kind of almost interactive, typing it out, music is the soul of a thriving community, art, dance, theater, whatever the case may be, and you can add these, take away some, whichever, it's pretty flexible. So we have a left-hand navigation here, something I thought would be really interesting for you guys so that you could really kind of focus all of your attention in the main part of the screen and have this, left-hand navigation always be present. It's something that would be really interesting since you guys don't have a huge site that's going to have a ton of, kind of interactions or functionality. It's just going to be really beautiful, really clean, and then just having some added interest to it. So just scrolling down here, we start off immediately with what's your mission. One of the big things that we see as a trend in nonprofit websites is that it's important to immediately tell people, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? What's your mission? So starting off right here, and then as we scroll down further, we have core values, something that I didn't see in the old one. Granted, it was a temporary site, so it didn't have all of the information. But I think it's nice to have a list of, what are your main goals, your main values moving forward? What are you focusing on? And then that's when we start to introduce this nice picture of B. I feel like the goals for the foundation are very much in line with B's goals when she was around, what is she trying to progress? And then some simple contact information, a nice map, sign up for a newsletter. Things that we would usually like to do with home pages is start off very general. The first thing that you want to see when you come to a website is something that's going to set the tone. It's going to give people impact, hook them, get them engaged. It gives people your why. Why do you do this? And then as you scroll down the page, you get more specific, detailed information, actionable information. So that's our main goal throughout here. So again, just keeping everything very clean, not too young, because you still have some older demographics that are going to need to be able to actually use your website, but still something that would be very engaging for a younger crowd. So we have these nice fresh colors, but they're not, uber trendy or obnoxious. So the second page that we have, this is B's legacy. And this page is, could potentially be a template for any pages that are just primarily text, doesn't have a ton of functionality to it. So this would be a page like the foundation history, about B like we have here, whichever you would need it for. So super simple. We're starting off with a really interesting kind of layout here. We have this full width image, a nice little pull quote, and then we're just displaying the text in a nice digestible way. Really just taking what you provided and, making it in a very nice package, essentially, since, again, it's not something that actually has to serve much of a purpose besides informational. We just want to make sure that that information is really easy to read, is really engaging, and keeps people engaged throughout the site. So we have this nice little break here with a bold statement, pulling different quotes from the material you gave us that are, very impactful. I love this quote about the B factor. And then the achievements here. And again, this could potentially seem very resume-like, but I think that, you could keep this amount of information, you could get rid of some of it, add to it, whatever you wanted, and it would still be presented in a very, attractive manner. And then that's it. So again, everything is super simple, very straightforward, very clean, and I think that's what we were all going for on this site. So, feedback that we would like to hear from you, specifically about the brand and the kind of what I like to call the new perspective on the brand, is that, it's no longer who B is, it's what is B's legacy trying to do. And we want to know from you, does this still embrace her ideology? Does it still, feel like the foundation? But do you feel like this is an appropriate, forward-looking brand that you can move forward with? So I think that's about it. Anything I missed, I'll make sure I put in the Basecamp email. But it was good showing you all of this, and we look forward to your feedback. Thanks, David.